Have you ever gone on Zillow and see all of these pre-foreclosure homes on there and you're telling yourself that maybe you should try to catch yourself a good deal by buying a home at a discount? And of course, we hear from friends and family all the time that foreclosure homes are the cheapest home you could probably get because, man, banks are selling them at a discount. But is that really the case? What is going on? My name is Chia and I'm a realtor here in Sacramento and Elk Grove area. If you are looking to buy or sell real estate, be sure to reach out. So I get people calling me all the time about pre-foreclosures that they've seen from Zillow, Realtor.com, or Redfin. And a lot of times they're pretty disappointed when I actually look up these properties for them and let them know that it's actually not available yet. So normally there is 4 stages that a seller has to go through in order for the home to officially be a foreclosed sale. One of the first steps is normally the pre-foreclosure process, and these are all the properties that you see on Zillow, because you see Zillow is a free platform that allows you to browse properties just by entering in your contact information. And a lot of times people are mistaken that these homes are actually available for sale when realistically they are not. Why will Zillow put these homes on their website if it's not for sale? When you do not pay your mortgage for several months, the banks will label your home as pre-foreclosures because that is the starting date of it getting foreclosed on. Now, when it's pre-foreclosed, it's public information, and Zillow puts this on their website not to miscommunicate anything to the consumer, but really to advertise and to get your interest into using their service. And yes, Zillow is free, but it's not free for the people that are advertising on it, such as myself. I'm a realtor, and a lot of realtors will pay a certain ad revenue to Zillow so that they could put their face on their site, so that when you want to know more information regarding a pre-foreclosure or a home for sale, you could click on one of these faces of an agent that you would like to work with. So this is how Zillow makes their money, is by selling ad space revenues to their partners, which is realtors. When you see a property on Zillow that is labeled pre-foreclosure, what you might automatically do is send that address to an agent that you're already working with, or click on one of the faces of a realtor that you would like to work with, and you send a request in for the address saying to find out more information. When you do that, a concierge will reach out to you from Zillow and passing you over to their premier agents that advertise with them. And a lot of times an agent will probably tell you, all right, well, just to let you know that this is in the pre-foreclosure stages and that it is actually not for sale yet. The banks are in the process of putting this home in an auction, and if for whatever reason nobody buys it at auction, the bank now takes the property back, and this is known as a real estate owned property, also known as REO. What ends up happening now is the banks will now sell the home with a partner agent that they've been working with. And this is probably where a lot of people are confused, because they don't know whether a pre-foreclosure is actually a REO or not. So wait, you can't buy pre-foreclosure properties? Yes and no. The only way you could probably purchase a pre-foreclosure property is if 1, you go directly and talk to the owners, or 2, you wait for it to go to auction and then you start the bidding there. Do know this, if you are in a competitive market, sometimes it may not even be worth bidding for a home that's at auction because you have so many cats trying to get the same deal like you. And now, of course, as you can see, supply and demand is going to increase the bidding of that property. I'm not saying that you can't get a nice discounted property, but a lot of times too, you also have to consider how you're going to be purchasing the property, which is my next point. Because banks want to just get rid of the property, they would probably prefer to work with somebody that has cash or private money, hard money, whatever you call it, because for them it's still known as cash. It's not necessarily cash, but it is a better alternative compared to conventional FHA or VA finance. You see, when you go through the traditional process of getting financing to buy a foreclosed property from a bank, a lot of times banks don't know what the conditions of the home is. It might not be move-in ready, and so because of that, banks would rather not deal with appraisal issues. A lot of times when you're also buying these properties, it is being sold as is, meaning that the banks will not fix it, will not get it up to code, will not do any sort of repairs to the property or even credit anything towards the property purchase, because they don't even know the conditions of the properties either. You could see why there could be some challenges when it comes to getting the property financed through the traditional route. Hence, this is why they prefer to work with cash buyers. Remember, when you're doing the walkthrough of this property on your own and you're doing all the due diligence, make sure that you know exactly what you're getting yourself into, how much the cost is gonna entail, and how much the fees are gonna be, and if the property even has liens. The last thing you want is to buy a property where you think it's a good deal, and next thing you know, you open up title and there's all these liens that needs to be paid at closing. So make sure you do your homework before you get yourself into bigger trouble. So next time when you guys are searching up properties through Zillow or Realtor or Redfin.com and you see pre-foreclosures, make sure you tell yourself that this home is not technically for sale and that it is going through the process of getting foreclosed on. And if you want to find out more information regarding the property, make sure you reach out to a realtor such as myself or anybody that you want to work with in your area to find out more information about the property. And if you want to purchase it, remember you only have one or two options, which is directly buying it from the owners that's getting foreclosed on or waiting for it to go to auction. My name is Chia and I'm a realtor here in Sacramento and Elk Grove area. I will catch you guys next time. Peace out.